Now on CoastTV News.
Breezy and milder this morning ahead of a cold front that's headed for Delmarva today. We'll see falling temperatures through Wednesday with some wintry precipitation possible later Wednesday, then turning to rain. Details coming up.
A win for tariffs. The agreements from Mexico and Canada just as tariffs on those nations were about to go into effect, and how local concern has been alleviated.
Flight 5342 recovery, the latest in the investigation from last week's mid-air collision, as more key pieces in the search have been found.
Flood defense in Dewey Beach. We look at the latest effort to protect properties in the town from water damage.
This is CoastTV News Today.
And we continue with our 6 o'clock hour. Good morning, I'm Matt Pensick.
Good morning, I'm Elisa Weber. It's Tuesday, February 4th, 2025.
As we make our way in the first full week of February, but it feels more like late March, early April, dare I say.
I know, I'm liking how February is starting off, but Bob said he's going to just take it all away from us.
He's going to put a little rain on our parade, maybe a little snow.
Bob,
Spoiler alert.
Why do you have to be like that?
Well, you forgot the sleet. And maybe a little freezing rain mixed in there, too. Maybe the proverbial mixed bag by Wednesday evening. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. It's mild out there right now. We're looking at temperatures in the low 50s all across Sussex County, 52 in Milton, 54 in Bethany Beach. Ocean City right now, you're at 52. We've got a southwesterly breeze. This is ahead of a cold front, and it's getting gusty, 10 to 20 mile per hour gusts, and getting stronger as we go through the day. As we're seeing a few clouds out there as the front is headed in, and we're seeing some breaks in the overcast too. Nothing in the way of precipitation with this front as it is dropping to the south. All it is a wind shift, and then gradually colder air will be building in. So this morning we're in the 40s and 50s with some cloud cover. That cloud cover will thin mid-morning, and then by early afternoon, I think for the most part we're in the low 50s, cooler 40s at the coast. You see the colorful arrows indicating the strong northwest winds, and then we're seeing the much colder air starting to seep in as we go through the overnight hours. For the kiddos at the bus stop, 52, breezy and cool, and temperatures not moving much today. And heading home, 53, breezy and chilly. More on that wintry precip for Wednesday evening. I'll have more on that coming up a little bit later on.
Thank you, Bob. And new this morning and happening today, a discussion and possible vote on flood protection for homeowners in Dewey Beach. According to the town, the Planning and Zoning Commission will hold a public hearing for an ordinance to allow homeowners to increase freeboard height by 1 additional foot for properties in flood zones. This comes after the town council approved an ordinance in October that required freeboards to be 2 feet tall. Now, a freeboard is a structure that goes underneath the home to lift it off of the ground. The town says this additional foot of height would be a voluntary measure for homeowners.
It may be February, but for some on Delmarva, fishing on the Atlantic Ocean is a priority. That's because registration for the White Marlin Open is now available. This year's tournament is set for August 4th through August 8th.
And it is that tournament where Steve Johnson was a regular participant for the past couple of years. Johnson was one of the victims on board of the American Airlines jet that collided with a military helicopter last week. In 2024, he and his crew won prize money for their catch at the White Marlin Open. Heavy
machinery crews are advancing slowly and carefully as they bring up pieces of American Airlines Flight 5342 from the waters near Reagan National Airport. That crash killed all 67 people aboard the airliner and the military helicopter it collided with. The work also giving divers a chance to bring the final victims home. Recovered flight data and voice recorders from both aircrafts are being analyzed by the National Transportation Safety Board. An update on a story that we've been covering. It's about Milton's attempt to charge people to park in the town. Currently, like that square on the Monopoly board, parking is free. And after some proposals involving fees and businesses on events were rejected by town officials, new recommendations are under review. The number of parking spaces available, that is an issue. We spoke with one man who lives in Milton, and he told us paid parking, it will ruin the town's special feel.
You have some nice businesses. Keep bringing them in. Give them a reason to come to our town and take advantage of how nice it is.
And Milton town officials we spoke to say they want to do everything to keep the town's historic feel while also continuing to bring people into the community.
A day without immigrants, that was the call to action across Delmarva, and the goal for those participating is to show support for communities responding to Trump administration's efforts to get illegal immigration under control. Hispanic people were encouraged to refrain from working, shopping, or attending school, and you could see that impact in empty parking lot, kitchen, and dining room. This was the scene at Los Mayas Mexican restaurant in Millsboro after closing its doors and taking part in the movement. One restaurant host telling CoastTV this was the right thing to do.
Here at Los Mayas, we decided to close our doors today to come together with our brothers and sisters in these difficult times and show our solidarity and unite together.
Some Hispanic business owners told CoastTV they are considering closing their doors again in the future as a way to show support for immigrants and raise awareness for the role they have in the community.
Now taking a live look at the White House, it was less than 24 hours ago that President Trump got Mexico and Canada to commit to border security after threats of imposing tariffs. However, the new import tax on China goods is now in effect, and this morning we'll also see how the stock market reacts to this flurry of action.
NBC's Alice Barr shows us the Trump administration locked the U.S. aid headquarters in Washington in a move to shutter the agency that has been accused of wasteful spending of taxpayer money.
You're seeing that what's happened just in
minutes after President Trump's 10% tariff on all Chinese imports took effect overnight, the Chinese government retaliating, announcing a new 15% tariff on U.S. coal and liquefied natural gas and a 10% tariff on U.S. products from crude oil to pickup trucks. While on another front, President Trump announced a 30-day delay in 25% tariffs on Mexico and Canada after both agreed to beef up border security, Mexico sending troops.
10,000 soldiers at their side of the border and stop fentanyl and illegal aliens from coming into our country.
Canada promising a new fentanyl czar while moving ahead with a previously announced $1.3 billion to reinforce its border, sending 10,000 frontline personnel. That amid a brewing standoff over the power of President Trump's cost-slashing ally Elon Musk. The White House designating the world's richest man a special government employee with top-secret security clearance, giving him access to sensitive government systems like Treasury Department payments.
Well, he's got access only to letting people go that he thinks are no good if we agree with him.
Musk looking to let a lot of people go at the U.S. Agency for International Development, which delivers critical food, medicine, and humanitarian support to 60 countries. Proponents say shoring up national security. Musk argues there's too much waste in the agency's $42 billion budget, pressing to shut it down.
Elon Musk did not create U.S. aid. He doesn't have the power to destroy it.
Democratic lawmakers fighting to save an organization that is authorized and funded by Congress. In Washington, Alice Barr, NBC News.
President Trump justified his position on tariffs, citing a national emergency regarding the flow of fentanyl and illegal immigrants into the United States. Now, there's concern about how tariffs will affect prices. One man we spoke with says he's already altered his routine, hopes there will be a positive change.
You know, going to higher quality grocery stores, I don't go to those as much as I used to. You know, like getting the better produce and everything, just because the prices are so high. So I feel like the quality of the food I'm making at home and providing at home is not as good.
This is now going to bring us to our CoastTV poll. We want to know, how would these new tariffs affect you?
Yeah, let's take a look at the updated results. Price increases going up a little bit from the last time we checked in. It's now at 70%. Also no impact, 29%. And still just a couple people voting for that category of business struggles. If you haven't voted yet, you can still do so at coasttvnews.com or our mobile app.
We're just getting started here on CoastTV News Today.
Coming up, bird sickness spreads. We'll tell you about the efforts to curb bird flu in Worcester County after more infected flocks have been discovered.
Also looking to curb litter, we'll tell you about a new survey in Wycomico County that aims to clean the streets.
But first, egg cost consequences. Which restaurant chain is now charging more for the breakfast staple? See it on your screen right there. Well, the details, all that and more as CoastTV News Today continues.
Hey, Delaware. Bet Rivers and Valley Casino are bringing betting on football to your phone. From props and in-game betting to the spread and the money line. It's all on your phone and it's all a touchdown. Plus, right now when you sign up, you'll get a second chance bet of up to $500. So huddle up, Delaware, with Bet Rivers, Valley Casino, and football on your phone. Download the app today.
At Patio Systems, integrity is the pillar of our craft, creating outdoor havens that stand the test of time. Expand your outdoor season with the shore's best selection of screens and glass enclosures, pergolas, retractable awnings, and a wide selection of modern decking and railing systems. Visit our new showroom located on Coastal Highway and experience our products firsthand, or schedule a free consultation with our friendly staff. Be on the lookout for our sales now through March 1st at Patio Systems, locally owned and operated since 2001.
Oh, porches. Hello, aren't you the guy I see on TV, the porch protection guy?
Yeah, I would say.
So they're made of marine grade materials that last for years?
Yeah, I would.
And they say I could use my porch all year round?
I think
and
so.
And they keep the dirt, pollen, and rain and wind out? And the custom made right here locally?
They are.
I got to run, but it was really nice talking to you.
Well, it was nice talking to you too.
Call or visit porchprotection.com for your free quote.
At East Coast Campers and More, we believe that having a camper is about enjoying the adventure, time with the family, and your escape to nature. From the buying journey to seamless setup, we've got you covered, walking you through every step, making sure you're spending the most time enjoying what's out there. If you need us after setting up, our mobile RV medics will come to you providing the highest quality of services and repairs. Come start your adventure in Frankfort, Delaware at East Coast Campers and More.
We're coming up on 6:12 on this Tuesday morning. Out there, Bay Health Cam and Dover, 53 right now, so very pleasant. We're in the low 50s, a few upper 40s showing up, Ocean Pines, Salisbury, and Seaford. So just a light jacket, but it is breezy out there. Make sure you have a windbreaker. At times, we're seeing these southwest winds gusting close to 20 miles per hour. We have a few clouds out there right now as a cold front is making its way into Delmarva. This front, all it is a wind shift, but behind it is much colder air, and that will be building in as we go through the day. Your drivecasts are in pretty good shape. Good visibility. It is breezy this morning. I gave it the green light. Green light this afternoon and this evening, but be careful out there. 2 hands on the wheel. It will be breezy and it does remain dry into the evening hours.
Here's a quick traffic alert to keep in mind this week. Happening now, Cross Keys Road between Phillips Hill Road and Country Living Road in Millsboro is closed for drivers until Friday.
New this morning, DENREC is announcing record-breaking numbers. Let's take a look at what we're talking about here. The agency says the 2025 lottery for turkey hunting permits, that was the largest applicant pool since that very first lottery in 1991. And according to DENREC, of the 834 applicants, there were 544 permits awarded. The 2025 Delaware turkey hunting season takes place from April 12th to May 10th.
Waffle House is adding an egg surcharge amid higher prices. It will now cost 50 cents more per egg at the restaurant chain. Waffle House says the surcharge is only in place until egg prices come down, and those prices have soared amid a shortage following the bird flu outbreak.
United Healthcare has agreed to pay a $2.5 million settlement. This comes after a class action lawsuit claimed the insurance company violated federal law by making unauthorized telemarketing calls. The settlement affects more than 12,000 people. A court is expected to grant the final approval for this settlement on June 20th.
Still ahead, looking at curb litter, we'll tell you about solutions that a survey for cleaning up Wicomico County could bring about.
All is quiet on the boardwalk Plaza Cam and Rehoboth. 54 pleasant temperatures this morning, but falling temperatures later today, especially into Wednesday. Then we're watching for a wintry mixy mess as we go into Wednesday evening, turning to a cold rain, then more unsettled weather into the weekend. I'll have your forecast details coming up in 2 minutes. Stay tuned.
Coast TV First Alert Weather. Your safety, our commitment.
Not everyone wants a big funeral. For those seeking a simple alternative, the Eastern Shore's most trusted family and funeral services offers another option. Eastern Shore Cremation and Funeral Service is simple and affordable. A direct cremation tribute starts at just $17.45, or choose to have a small visitation service serving Delaware, Maryland, and Virginia with easy consultation by phone and streamlined electronic documentation. Learn more at easternshorecremation.com. Simply respectful.
Your smile is your first impression, so make it an unforgettable one. At Miles of Smiles Cosmetic of Salisbury, we specialize in creating beautiful smiles. Whether you're looking for a routine exam, cosmetic upgrade, or advanced dental care, we deliver the future of dentistry with a personal touch. We are transforming how oral care is delivered through advanced technology and personalized treatments. Call today and schedule your new smile consultation. Miles of Smiles Cosmetic of Salisbury. Beautiful smiles for a healthy lifestyle.
Indulge in ultimate relaxation with Lazy Boy during the President's Day sale at Beshi Furniture. Let stress slip away with cozy recliners starting at $4.99. Experience comfort from head to toe with reclining sofas from $10.99. Or stationary sofas also $10.99. Go ahead and kick back. You deserve it. Long live the Lazy. The Lazy Boy President's Day sale at Beshi Furniture.
The weather is brought to you by Spicer Brothers Construction. Born here to serve here.
Severe weather can take a toll on your roof. Don't wait until it's too late. Reinvest your tax refund into your most valuable asset, your home, with a new roof from Spicer Brothers. Experience unmatched protection and durability with top quality materials and expert craftsmanship you can trust.
Have total confidence in your investment with our price match guarantee and our done right guarantee. For a limited time, get 50% off installation plus financing options as low as $99 a month.
Spicer Brothers, because you deserve the best.
Time is 6:16, and you are looking live at the Lights along the canal in Lewis. You got another mild day cooking, Bob, but we are about ready to get a cold dose of reality.
Yeah, Matt, we're still firmly entrenched in wintertime. We get those little shots of spring and then boom, another shot of cold, and that's what's coming in later today. We're looking at falling temperatures, not so much right now. We're in the 50s. I think we're in the 50s much of the day, but then the colder air builds in tonight, only 30s for highs on Wednesday. And then into the evening hours, we're watching a system that could give us slick roads, maybe some freezing rain, sleet, and snow changing to a cold rain as we go into tomorrow night. Not a lot, but it doesn't take much to cause problems on the roads. Roller coaster temperatures, it's mild now, then it's cold, and then it's back to mild by the end of the week. And it's relatively mild now with 40s and low 50s. Our low temperatures are actually above the average high, so we'll take this any day, but it's not going to last. We do have breezy conditions out of the west-southwest, those winds gusting close to 20 miles per hour. We have a few clouds out there. We also have some blue skies as we are tracking this cold front now making its way through southeast PA. It'll come on through, and we'll see a northwest wind take over, and eventually that cold air will be draining in. It's pretty cold across areas of the Great Lakes and back into the plains as well. And in the plains, we'll be seeing a system developing out here with rain and snow in a wintry mix, and then that will slide to the east, giving us that better chance of messy weather as we go into tomorrow evening. But not today. Clouds this morning. We're looking at a northwesterly breeze, and those winds pick up into the afternoon. I think we're in the lower 50s this afternoon, and then the cold air kind of oozes in through the overnight with falling temperatures, and then that will set the stage as we go into Wednesday. We're going to see increasing clouds, temperatures not rising much, just above freezing, maybe mid-30s, and then later in the afternoon you see this peach color. This is sleet and possibly freezing rain breaking out, and we could see a little bit of ice accretion as we go, a little bit of accumulation as we go into the evening. So temperatures right around that critical 32-degree mark could mean slick roads for a time tomorrow evening with that sleet as well. But then here comes the plain rain moving up to about Highway 9 by 1 a.m. Thursday. And after that, it's just a cold rain. We're in the 30s with the rain into Thursday morning. That rain heavy at times. And temperatures do climb into the 40s as we're looking at gusty winds today out of the northwest. And eventually they shift to the north. Then they take on more of an easterly component as we go into Wednesday evening. That's ahead of that next system. We get a break on Friday, and then the next system could give us a mixed bag of precipitation later Saturday, turning to rain. And then maybe that rain lingers into Sunday as well as we have a pretty active pattern. Paul Davis 7-day forecast, 55 today, and then here comes the cold air Wednesday, cloudy, 38, and I think we will see that mixed precipitation if you're traveling tomorrow evening to early Thursday. Watch for slick roads, 52 on Thursday, just plain rain, dry Friday, and then maybe more mixed precipitation into Saturday, turning to rain, 43. A few more showers Sunday, 55, then colder Monday and 43.
Well, showers, all right. Thank you, Bob. Happening in Wycomico County, there's the attempt to deal with littering, a partnership between an anti-litter group and Salisbury University. Students in the group Wacomico Clean say their goal is to get at least 500 people to complete a survey. And they hope that it's answers on that survey that will give them a better idea about the state of litter in the county and also possible solutions.
So far, we're getting an overwhelming response from the community in English speaking, which is wonderful, but we also want to hear from our diverse communities as well. English is second language communities. We know there are large populations there that we need to hear from as well.
And Weaver says so far more than 100 people have already completed the survey.
More to come on Coast TV News today. Bird flu is spreading in Worcester County. We'll tell you how one Maryland state agency is dealing with the discovery of a new infected flock. Don't go anywhere.
Download the Coast TV News app on your Apple or Android devices.
Uncomfortable at home? Cold floors and drafts starting to feel unbearable? DryTech specializes in transforming crawl spaces into clean, dry, and energy-efficient environments by sealing out moisture and enhancing air quality. They create a home that's healthier, more comfortable, and efficient year-round.
Say goodbye to freezing pipes, wasted energy, and discomfort. Our expert solutions provide peace of mind and long-lasting comfort for every season. And we're here for your next crawl space project. Have you DryTech yet?
What's in your crawl space? Damp air, wet insulation, maybe a little fungus. It's easy to forget about what's under your home. At Bennett Termite and Crawl Space Solutions, we've been helping homeowners across Delmarva create healthier, safer crawl spaces for over a decade. We make the process simple and worry-free, so you can relax. Every project begins with a thorough inspection and ends with a final quality check. I personally make sure we just don't meet standards, we exceed them. Remember, Delmarva, quality isn't expensive, it's priceless.
What? You're taking the day off? Well, I guess I have to film by myself then. Now's the time. The time for what? The time to try something new here at Shooter's Choice. But why now? Because it's tax rebate season. But how will they learn firearm safety? They'll learn by taking one of our classes with our certified instructors.
With discounted membership starting at just $199, including free range time and discounts, it really is the time to try something new.
At Shooter's Choice, Delaware's first choice in firearms.
At Bay to Beach Builders, we believe your home should reflect your life, dreams, and style. From the foundation to the finishing touches, every detail is designed and crafted just for you. But what makes us different? One defining characteristic is our built-by-hand cabinetry, featuring true Amish craftsmanship with dovetail joints and soft-close hinges. With countless accessories to choose from in our design studios, we ensure every space in your home works beautifully for you. Bay to Beach Builders. Imagine your home. Create your space. Live your life.
Check this out on your screen. This was seen on NBC's Nightly News over the weekend. That's Rita Rickards celebrating 50 years working at BB Healthcare in Lewis. This local healthcare worker is getting some well-deserved national spotlight.
Bird flu has been reported at a poultry farm in Worcester County. Maryland's Department of Agriculture says a presumptive positive case has been detected at a commercial broiler farm. MDA is still awaiting final confirmation from the National Veterinarian Services Lab, but this marks the 9th commercial property across 5 Delmarva counties with a positive bird flu case. Poultry experts are urging farmers on the peninsula to take extra precautions.
So it's endemic in them now. If they're coming on your farm, one of the things we're encouraging people to do is, scare them off. Don't let them near your poultry farm. Keep them away if you can. You can run your dog after them. You can harass them. Just, be careful, not to kill anything.
The Maryland Department of Agriculture says that farm in Worcester County has been quarantined and the infected flock has been euthanized.
U.S. Food and Drug Administration has updated a recent vegetable recall to its most serious category. The FDA upgraded the recall for market-side brand washed and ready-to-eat broccoli florets to a Class 1. The agency says that means there is a higher risk of serious health consequences, even death, if using or consuming the product.
A product meant to ease teething pain is being recalled by Gerber because it poses a possible choking hazard. The company announced the recall last week after customer complaints said it would also discontinue the product you see here on your screen. And Gerber says there was a report of one emergency room visit linked to those sticks.
First Alert meteorologist Bob Tri-He is back with us, and we are getting a mild start to our morning along the coast.
I wish I could get used to seeing 52 degrees in the morning,
Yeah.
but no.
It's going to be fleeting. Let's put it that way. We do have a good chunk of the day that's going to be mild for Assateague and Chincoteague. We're in the 50s, but then the cold air builds in later in the day. Winds get strong, too, out of the northwest with a small craft advisory later. Fenwick Island and Ocean City, 50s early on and then a colder afternoon. But I think we'll see more sunshine into the afternoon. And we've got changes on the way the next 3 days for Cambridge. 55 today, only 38 tomorrow. Could be a little icy tomorrow evening with a cold rain Thursday. Similar conditions for Crisfield as well, as we do have an active pattern on the way. It looks like more active weather into the weekend and even into next week. Much more on your forecast coming up in the next half hour.
After the break on Coast TV News today, pause on proposed tariffs. We'll show you how the 11th hour agreement is only temporary and what that means for Americans.
Also, Milton parking issue impacts, reaction about the proposed fees that could bring in more money to the town.
Flood protection feature will tell you about the option presented to Dewey Beach homeowners to fight flooding damage. Coast TV News today will be right back.
Design a custom home that fits your unique style and budget with Accessible Home Builders. At Accessible, we provide you with a variety of customizable options to create the home of your dreams.
Accessible Builders provided us with a beautiful home.
Scott is full of ideas from his past experiences, and he really worked with us on all our custom asks and wants.
We would definitely recommend Accessible Builders.
Completely customize your dream home with Accessible Home Builders.
Welcome to Kelly's Outdoors, your local outdoor superstore in Millsboro. We carry everything you need this hunting season, from waterfowling gear to deer hunting essentials, bows, tree stands, ammo, and apparel from brands like Drake and Nomad. We also have a wide selection of saltwater and freshwater fishing gear and crabbing supplies for your next day on the water. Kelly's Outdoors now has a wide supply of guns, pistols, and rifles from Rattay, Browning, Winchester, Savage, Beretta, Sig, Springfield, and Smith & Wesson. Before your next outdoor adventure, visit Kelly's Outdoors in Millsboro today.
In the world of real estate, it's not just about transactions.
It's about making your dreams a reality.
Penn Price & Associates isn't just a name, it's a promise.
We find a perfect match for every lifestyle and budget.
Finding a home can seem daunting, but with us, we help make it simple.
We transform spaces into stories.
At the heart of our team is a commitment to you. Together, we make the journey seamless every step of the way.
Lupo Italian Kitchen in downtown Rehoboth Beach has been serving award-winning Italian food since 2008. Located inside the Hotel Rehoboth, Lupo serves traditional and coastal Italian cuisine, pairing Mediterranean flavors with fresh seafood and local produce. Lupo has an extensive all-Italian wine list, monthly wine dinners, and a friendly and knowledgeable staff. Popular dishes include chicken parmesan, lobster bucatini, and veal meatballs. Lupo Italian Kitchen on Rehoboth Avenue, serving happy hour daily and open 7 days a week. See you soon.
Now on Coast TV News.
Breezy and milder this morning ahead of a cold front. We'll see falling temperatures behind this front as we go through today and then through Wednesday, much colder with wintry precipitation later Wednesday, then turning to just plain rain. Your forecast details coming up.
Tariff power play, just as they were about to be hit on Canada and Mexico, the deal those two countries worked out with President Trump to help secure the border.
Seeking a flooding fix, the policy Dewey Beach officials are attempting to pass an effort to protect the town's homes.
Talk about paying to park. That's what happened in Milton last night, where the effort stands for a potential change to the town.
This is Coast TV News Today.
Tuesday, February 4th, 2025. Good morning, everybody. I'm Matt Pensick. Good morning, Elisa.
Good morning, Matt. Good morning. I'm Elisa Weber. Thank you for joining us.
And we're approaching 6:29 on this Tuesday morning. I just checked, Elisa. Today is the 7-year anniversary of the Eagles Super Bowl win over the Patriots.
I remember watching that, but when Tom Brady was done, we were like, yes, more teams. Now we're in the Patrick Mahomes.
That was the Philly special.
Yeah, but now we're in the Patrick Mahomes era, so it's kind of like all those years.
So
with
maybe
Tom
they
Brady.
will end the Mahomes era too. I mean,
they
you
might.
never know.
They might. Well, we're going to bring in someone else who roots for the green and the white, the New York Jets. Come on, Bob.
Jay.
Yes, the original gangrene. Yeah, the New York Jets. And I know Matt was mentioning, too, in Minneapolis for that Super Bowl, 9 below zero. So good thing it was indoors. Whew, that's a cold Super Bowl. We're looking at temperatures nowhere near that. We're looking at 40s and low 50s out the door, so relatively mild. 51 in Delmarva at Georgetown, 53 at Bethany Beach, 54 in Rehoboth. As we do have winds that are picking up from the west-southwest. This is ahead of a cold front. They're gusting up to 20 miles per hour or so. We have a few clouds out there. Otherwise, good travel weather as we go through the morning hours. Here's a cold front we're tracking making its way out of Pennsylvania, and then it'll be crossing Delmarva this morning, shifting the winds, and we'll see gradually colder air building in. This morning, we've got the clouds on Futurecast at 7 with temperatures in the 40s and 50s, mid-40s mid-morning, and then I think we do bounce back into the low 50s early this afternoon with more in the way of sunshine, but those winds will be strong, making it feel colder, and then that colder air does start to bleed in more as we go into the evening hours. Bundle up on the ferry ride up to Cape May. We're looking at temperatures in the 50s early on, the temperature starting to drop late morning into early afternoon through the 40s, and gusty winds kicking up the seas as well. So make sure you bundle up and have the sunscreen because it will be sunnier into the afternoon.
Good, Bob. Well, right now we are checking out the scene this morning in Dewey Beach. This is where Route 1 intersects with Bellevue Street. As you can see, there's a couple of cars. The town officials today will continue to talk about solutions to an ongoing problem. Happening today, a discussion and possible vote on flood protection for homeowners in Dewey Beach. According to the town, the Planning and Zoning Commission will hold a public hearing for an ordinance to allow homeowners to increase the freeboard height by 1 additional foot for properties in flood zones. This comes after the town council approved an ordinance in October that required freeboards to be 2 feet tall. Now a freeboard is a structure that goes underneath the home to lift it off the ground, and the town says this additional foot of height would be a voluntary measure for homeowners.
It may be February, but for some on Delmarva, fishing on the Atlantic Ocean is a priority. That's because registration for the White Marlin Open is now available. This year's tournament is set to take place from August 4th through August 8th.
And it is that tournament where Steve Johnson was a regular presence for the past couple of years. Johnson was one of the victims aboard the American Airlines jet that collided with a military helicopter last week. And in 2024, he and his crew won prize money for their catch at the White Marlin Open.
Heavy machinery crews advancing slowly and carefully as they bring up pieces of American Airlines Flight 5342 from the waters near Reagan National Airport. The crash killed all 67 people aboard, both the airliner and that military helicopter it collided with. The work also giving divers a chance to bring the final victims home. Recovered flight data and voice recorders from both aircrafts are being analyzed by the National Transportation Safety Board.
One big topic in Milton recently, should the town make small businesses or entertainment spots like the theater charge more to account for parking in the downtown area?
Now, CoastTV News reporter Brendan Conroy shows us the impacts now that the town's finance committee recently rejected some of those planned fees.
Parking fees or parking for free. That's what the Milton Town Council has been debating.
There's enough parking that the people have to pay in Rehoboth. You want them to come here. It's nice to have the free parking.
Parking fees could impact local shops or the Milton Theater, which would have to charge customers extra for certain events to account for parking. Harry, who lives in Milton, thinks it might be a solution for a non-problem.
We have the bands in the summer on Wednesdays, and people are parking at the firehouse and walking down, or they're parking in different areas.
And Colleen Garvey tells CoastTV one of her favorite parts of Milton is the free parking, something you don't get to see in a lot of other coastal towns and cities.
They do need more parking, but there has to be a way other than doing that. It kind of discourages people then from actually coming into town.
More spaces, however, are available for drivers in some spots of Milton.
Let me show you one of those lots we're referring to across from the Milton Fire Department. If you look over here, there's a huge open space for cars, probably about 12 to 15 of them to fit over in that area. But still, people prefer to park closer to the stores or right in front of the theater, even though these spots are still here. And with them still here, people still want more spaces to park.
Milton town officials say they want to do everything they can to keep the town's historic feel while also continuing to bring people into the community. For CoastTV News, I'm Brendan Conroy.
We are now taking a live look at the White House, and it was less than 24 hours ago that President Trump got Mexico and Canada to commit to border security after threats of imposing tariffs. This after leaders from both countries agreed to ramp up security at their borders, which at least for now averts tariffs. In a post on social media, Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau says that Canada will spend $1.3 billion on a plan to reinforce its border with new helicopters, technology, and personnel, and other measures to stop the flow of fentanyl. However, the tariffs on China are now in effect.
If we can't make a deal with China, then the tariffs will be very, very substantial.
With many electronics made in China, the Consumer Tech Association says that the full tariff is passed on to consumers. Prices could go up more than $200 in smartphones and more than $350 for laptops.
A federal judge has extended the temporary block on the Trump administration's ability to freeze federal grants and loans that are funded by taxpayers. The order for the moment blocks the Trump administration from freezing trillions of dollars in federal spending that was previously approved. Still more news to get to in this final half hour. Don't go anywhere.
Coming up, price hike problem. Customers for Delmarva Power say their bills are higher than expected, and we'll tell you how some Delaware lawmakers are asking for clarity.
Also, Delmarva Christian Interstate Battle, how a visit from Arcadia proved to be too much for the top boys basketball team in the EASIAC.
And Humane Animal Partners is offering adoption discounts on cats and dogs right now. We'll tell you how much you can save on the perfect addition to your family. Stay with us on CoastTV News Today.
When choosing a granite countertop, choose one for real life and beauty. No matter what life throws at them, they'll look beautiful forever. Ancient Art Stone invites you to discover the affordability of granite and upgrade your home to the beautiful works of art from Ancient Art Stone. Centrally located in Milford, Delaware, serving all of Delmarva to make your dreams a reality. Visit us and allow our devoted professionals to craft, fabricate, and install a superior finished product that will transform your home into a work of art.
Winter is here and it's time to stay cozy. But is your heating system ready to play its part? Don't roll the dice on comfort or safety. Call FH Fur for our $69 heating maintenance and safety inspection. We'll fine-tune your system so it's ready to tackle winter's chill. No sweat or shivers. With nearly 40 years of trusted service, FH Fur Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electrical are the pros who've seen and fixed it all.
877-GO-FUR, FHFur.com.
At Delmarva Canine, we know your dog is family. Choosing where to board them is a big decision. Our meticulously clean facility prioritizes your dog's safety. We sanitize leashes and bowls, we use cameras for constant monitoring, and we treat your dog like our own. Our trained staff ensures a stress-free environment for dogs of all sizes and temperaments. Plus, we can give them a bath and do their nails. Schedule a tour today and see why Delmarva Canine is all about the love of the dog. Delmarva Canine Boarding and Training, Pittsville, Maryland.
Life is full of unexpected moments. At Tunnel & Razor, we know the value of being prepared.
We work closely with our clients to understand their goals and concerns in drafting their wills and powers of attorney.
Estate planning isn't just for the wealthy. It's for anyone who wants peace of mind to know that their loved ones are taken care of.
We will walk you through each step and make sure all your questions are answered.
Our caring and skillful representation means your wishes will be respected and your family secure.
Tunnel & Razor, your trusted partner in life's journey.
Just about 6:38 on this Tuesday morning. Here's our Irish Ice Cam and Lewis. 54 nice and mild, and no more ice on the canal for now. Looking at blue skies, as we do have temperatures in the 40s and low 50s. So just a lighter jacket out the door, but make sure it repels the wind because we are looking at breezy conditions from the west. Those winds gusting close to 20 miles per hour at times. We do have a cold front heading in. Just a few clouds, nothing in the way of any rain or snow with this front, but it is dropping to the south, and eventually we will see some colder air funneling in behind this as we go through the day. For the kiddos off to the bus stop, 51, breezy and cool. Make sure they have that windbreaker, and temperatures not moving much today. Heading home, breezy and chilly, right around 53 degrees. In case you missed it earlier, our umbrella winner today is Harry Taylor from Seaford.
Thank you, Bob. New this morning, Humane Animal Partners is helping you add a new MVP to your roster. Humane Animal Partners is now until February 9th. The organization is offering $50 off adoption fees for all dogs and cats. This is leading up to participating in the Great American Rescue Bowl. And according to HAP, on February 9th, Team Sweetie Pies and Team Totally Take Me Home will battle it out in tail wagging and whisker twitching games to support adorable pets.
Seems like those dogs there are Eagle fans. Yeah, Delmarva is a hotbed of Eagle support, and fans here are breaking out some of their best Birds gear.
And we've been busy tracking down some of the biggest and loudest followers of the flock, and CoastTV's Charlie Sakaitis introduces us to a pair of them.
The Philadelphia Eagles have been walking the walk, and Eagles fans are talking the talk.
The Eagles are going to win. Because I know this is our year to do it.
Here on Delmarva, we have more than our fair share of Birds fans.
E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles. I mean, I've been an Eagle fan forever.
And the most fervent followers of the flock have all the gear you can imagine. Ilya Waters from Millsboro has the jersey, the hat, a cape, even an Eagles watch.
My wife got it for my birthday. For Christmas. So, yeah, I had to wear that.
And check out the shrine Trish Doak has built in her Millsboro home.
Reggie White, who I just love.
Lights, figurines, bobbleheads, even a signed helmet. And while the stuff is nice, the fandom is even better.
It's a great feeling. When they lose, it's not so fun, but I never waver. I still am behind them if they win or lose.
And the predictions? All the same.
I have no doubt. Taking all bets.
With under a week to go, confidence seems to be the wind beneath the Eagles fans' wings.
Going all the way!
Even if they have their fingers crossed and observe every superstition along the way. Charlie Sakaitis, CoastTV News.
And as you heard, the Super Bowl is almost here. With football often comes food, but many people across Delaware experience food insecurity. A different kind of Super Bowl is working to change that. The Food Bank of Delaware in Milford is collecting soup cans that will go to their Healthy Pantry Center that serves more than 100 people each day. And one volunteer says the need in the community is tremendous.
And I think particularly in the winter months when there's not much fresh produce available and money is a little tighter than usual, people are trying to pay their utility bills and all the other bills that sometimes there's just not enough money to go to the grocery store.
The food bank's goal is to collect 2,025 pounds of soup by February 17th.
Delmarva Sports Network from the Wawa Studios.
We had another exciting start to the sports week here on Delmarva. One of the best games was boys basketball over in Georgetown. The Delmarva Christian Royals, who sit at the top of the ECAC, hosted Arcadia in a cross-state matchup. In the first, Jordan Cropper on the break takes the elevator to the top floor for the Firebirds flush. On the other end for the Royals, Noah Barbrow drops in a pretty lefty finish to bring the Royals closer. But back come the Birds. Tyrell Wise from the outside swishes home a three to make it 12-3 Arcadia. But now it's the Royals on the break as Darius Lyles glides through the air for a Delmarva Christian bucket to begin the second. Then the Royals add on from the outside with their sharpshooter. Malachi Light leaves no doubt on that triple, bringing the Royals back within 9. But Cropper had enough for the Firebirds. He swipes it away and is back to the sky for another jam. Arcadia building its lead, and the Firebirds keep the heat on. Cameron Harmon with a crafty finish in traffic to put Arcadia up by 15 points. The Royals would come back and cut this one close, but Arcadia would ultimately go on to win it 62-49. This marks the 6th straight win for the Firebirds. That'll do it for sports. Have a great day, everyone.
And coming up tonight on DSN at 6, live Bayside Conference boys basketball when Decatur visits Y-High. Then it's a recap of all the action on the final score. That's at 10:30. On the DSN Plus app, you do get that Decatur Y-High game along with these exclusives at 4. Kate faces Milford in Unified Basketball. 5:15, Seaford and Woodbridge meet on the court in girls basketball. 5:30, we have more boys basketball between Kent County and Colonel Richardson. And at 6, Mardella travels to Pocomoke.
Music and movie news now. Here's David Daniel with today's Hollywood Minute.
16 carriages driving away one.
Beyoncé may need even more carriages, and not just to carry her 3 new Grammy Awards. The singer has announced the dates for her Cowboy Carter and the Rodeo Chitlin Circuit tour. 22 shows are scheduled so far, beginning in Los Angeles April 28th and ending in Atlanta July 11th. The full schedule and more info are at Beyonce.com.
Yes, it shows.
If you're starting to get a bad feeling, you may remember the Final Destination movies. This is your first look at Final Destination Bloodlines, the first new film in the untimely death franchise in nearly 14 years. You can find out whether this tattoo artist, played by Richard Harmon, survives this predicament, though you can probably guess, when Final Destination Bloodlines arrives in IMAX and other theaters May 16th. In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
We're looking at sunrise in about 15 minutes. Beautiful sunrise on the Boardwalk Plaza Cam in Rehoboth. 54 degrees, a mild start, but we're going to be seeing falling temperatures later today into Wednesday, and that's when we have a chance of a wintry mix into Wednesday evening. Could get a little slippery. That's turning to a cold rain with more unsettled weather for the upcoming weekend and beyond. I'll have your forecast details coming up in 2 minutes. Stay tuned.
Listen to Coast Country 103.9 and 106.3. We are Delmarva proud.
Designed to outlast and outlive. Toyota trucks are unmatched, unstoppable, unequaled. Take Tacoma, now with an available iForce Max turbocharged hybrid engine, outfitted with the most advanced tech and ready for anything. Buy a Tacoma now with 4.99% APR or lease for just $249 a month. Toyota, let's go places.
Did you know enjoying social activities can slow down age-related issues? The key benefits are stimulation of the mind, improvement in motor skills, building interpersonal relationships, increasing confidence and independence. Home Care Services LEAP program provides interactive activities that clients can enjoy twice a month at our Georgetown and Smyrna locations. Incorporating LEAP in your loved one's routine can create a sense of fulfillment and motivation. To learn more information about Home Care Services, visit DelmarvaExperts.com.
Does your home need new flooring? At Met the Carpet Guy, we have the best carpet and LVP in stock. Don't forget to mention that LVP starts at $1.99. Oh yeah, he always says that. Cash and carry LVP started at $1.99. Okay, it's my turn. We have tons of pretty carpet options.
Sorry guys, I'm late. I couldn't find my glasses and I'm out of shirts.
That's the Carpet Guy.
Flooring done right.
Weather brought to you by Coastal Comfort Heating and Air Conditioning, dedicated to excellence in Delaware and Maryland.
Coastal Comfort knows there's no place like home. It's where we can be totally comfortable. Totally comfortable being ourselves, making a mess, making improvements, making strides, making memories with those we love. Totally. Big or small, at the beach, or on the farm, all along the Eastern Shore. It's home, and Coastal Comfort is always here to keep you totally comfortable.
Coastal Comfort, a Carrier Factory authorized dealer serving Maryland and Delaware.
Carrier, turn to the experts.
The time is now 6:47. We are taking a live look outside at Rehoboth Beach this morning. And Bob, that is a beautiful view of that beach right there, but maybe it's best to just watch it on the TV for right now unless you want to deal with that breeze today. You can.
You can.
Yeah.
You know, it's not unbearable out there this morning, at least. It could be a lot worse this time of year. And we're starting out in the 50s. And here's what to expect. We're looking at falling temperatures, 50s today, and then falling into the 30s for highs on Wednesday. Then into Wednesday evening. Could get a little interesting with a wintry mix, maybe of sleet, freezing rain, and snow, changing to a cold rain. So roads could get a little dicey for a few hours tomorrow evening into early Thursday, with roller coaster temperatures mild to start, then cold, and then back to mild the latter part of the week. Right now, not bad out there. 40s and low 50s, 51 in Georgetown and Milton, 53 at Bethany Beach, and right now Seaford, you're at 48 degrees. Winds have turned more to the west now as we're getting closer to that cold front, and those winds are gusting close to 20 miles per hour, so it'll be breezy pretty much all day as we have a few clouds coming through. Otherwise, we'll call it partly cloudy to mostly clear skies. Here comes that cold front dropping in out of the north, and behind it we'll see a wind shift and then gradually turning colder behind this front as we move through the day. This air mass, the cold air mass, extends all the way back into the central plains, and eventually we're going to see a system developing here with rain, sleet, and snow, and then that system will track our way and starting to affect us later Wednesday. But not today. We're looking at clouds this morning. Here's Futurecast at 10 a.m. starting to thin out those clouds and temperatures in the upper 40s. I think we're back in the lower 50s early this afternoon, but feeling cooler with a northwesterly wind as that colder air continues to move in. By 4 o'clock, we're falling through the 40s, and then through the overnight, clear skies with a northerly breeze. We're falling to right around freezing as we go into tomorrow morning, and then we're going to increase the clouds. Temperatures not climbing that much tomorrow, only into the mid-30s. And then we're just above that 32-degree mark in the afternoon. Then here comes that system. You see this peach color. This is sleet and maybe freezing rain overspreading the area as we go into Wednesday evening. So anywhere near that 32-degree mark, we could be looking at slippery roads with sleet and freezing rain. And then just plain rain starts to move in very early Thursday morning as temperatures rise above freezing, just above freezing, mid-30s, a cold rain as we go into Thursday morning. Some of that rain could be pretty heavy as we go into the latter part of Thursday, and then we'll see temperatures in the 40s and that rain ending a little bit later on. Could see a little bit of ice accumulation, maybe 1/100 of an inch or so, very light, but it doesn't take much to cause problems on the roads. As we're looking at winds gusting maybe 30 miles per hour today, then they're turning to the north and eventually a little bit farther to the east ahead of that next system. As we're looking at the weekend system, that could bring mixed precipitation, changing to rain on Saturday, and then it looks like more rain as we go into Sunday, on and off. Paul Davis, 7-day forecast, 55 today. Cloudy, cold Wednesday, 38. That wintry mix in the evening might need a yellow alert there. We'll keep you posted. And then rain on Thursday, 52. It dries out on Friday. Saturday, maybe a wintry mix to rain, 43. More showers Sunday, then colder and drier on Monday.
Thank you, Bob. Delmarva Power customers say they are seeing higher than expected electric bills. Now they want to know why. Customers say they expect slight increases in the winter, but what they're seeing here with their new bills is nothing like they've seen before. Delmarva Power cites increased usage, but some Delaware lawmakers aren't convinced, and now a group from the General Assembly have sent a letter demanding clarity on why customers are paying so much more.
It's just a struggle for even a family of four, such as us. Our paychecks aren't going up. It's just our electric bills.
There is no excuse to say that usage has gone up when we have a number of other energy suppliers throughout the state who have not gouged their customers.
And that letter has been sent to the Delaware Public Advocate. They're asking the advocate to find an explanation as to why rates have increased and to find out if there is a way to lower the power bills in the future.
And it's now 6:51, so we're going to check in with our coastal pet of the day.
And today's coastal pet of the day is this Belgian Shepherd. That is Abby on your screen. You can see Abby is a very, very happy dog. Abby was submitted to us by her family in Lewis.
And we want to see more of your pets on Delmarva. Send us photos and tell us what makes them so special. You can take a look at your screen.
You can scan that QR code at the top there to get your furry friend to us at CoastTV News, and then you can watch weekdays from 5 to 7 a.m. to see all the pets we feature.
Partly cloudy skies as we were watching a cold front heading in. Irish ice camp 54 in Lewis, and it's mild now, but falling temperatures later today into Wednesday with a wintry mix later Wednesday evening, then a cold rain. More unsettled weather into the weekend and maybe a bigger rain and snow system next week. I'll have your 10-day forecast coming up next.
Hey, I'd like to tell you a secret that most roofing contractors wouldn't want you to know. Did you know that some contractors buy their credentials and pass the cost on to you? Not only that, but your prorated warranties are paid for by you, the customer, up front. At Callaway, we don't pay for our status, so you get the same quality roof at a lower price. When you need a new roof, make sure you get a quote from Callaway Corporations and see why Callaway is the easy choice. Call now for your free estimate.
Callaway Corporations, installing roofs in Delmarva for over 20 years.
Dandelions, a bright yellow warning that now is the time for prevention because crabgrass and clover aren't far behind. Hillside Lawn Service has been making lawns around the Chesapeake healthier and weed-free for nearly 30 years. From soil to trees, grass and weeds, Hillside's certified agronomists test your soil, apply exactly what it needs and nothing it doesn't. Their high-efficiency formulas help protect our waterways. Switch to Hillside now and get $25 off their annual maintenance program. Call Hillside Lawn Service for your free assessment.
Your child deserves the best. When your child is sick, every moment counts. And the team at Tidal Health Pediatrics understands the urgency of such situations. Whether it's a sudden fever, a troubling cough, or another pediatric ailment, your child will be seen when they need it most. Schedule your child's appointment now at tidalhealth.org/findapediatrician or call 410-912-5785 because your child's health is our top priority. Tidal Health Pediatrics, compassionate care when you need it most.
Go Glass. Repair, replace, upgrade, or enhance. Go Glass is your go-to for everything glass, friendly and fast. From our Infinity insulated glass windows that we bake right here on Delmarva, to auto glass, and from shower doors to beautiful glass railings, even screen porches and patio doors. Go Glass is your one-stop shop for everything glass, friendly and fast. Online at go-glass.com. We're proud to be Delmarva's #1 glass company. Go Glass.
Lupo Italian Kitchen in downtown Rehoboth Beach has been serving award-winning Italian food since 2008. Located inside the Hotel Rehoboth, Lupo serves traditional and coastal Italian cuisine, pairing Mediterranean flavors with fresh seafood and local produce. Lupo has an extensive all-Italian wine list, monthly wine dinners, and a friendly and knowledgeable staff. Popular dishes include chicken parmesan, lobster bucatini, and veal meatballs. Lupo Italian Kitchen on Rehoboth Avenue, serving happy hour daily and open 7 days a week. See you soon.
It is now 6:54, and here are the things you need to know before you go. Here's a quick traffic alert to keep in mind this week. Happening now, Cross Keys Road between Phillips Hill Road and Country and Living Road in Millsboro is closed for drivers until Friday.
Happening in Wicomico County, it's the attempt to deal with littering. There is a partnership between an anti-litter group and Salisbury University. Students in the group Wicomico Clean say their goal is to get at least 500 people to complete a survey, and they hope that its answers can give them a better idea about the state of litter in the county and possible solutions.
This was seen last night on NBC's Nightly News over the weekend. Rita Rickards celebrated 50 years working at BB Healthcare in Lewis. This local healthcare worker is getting some well-deserved national spotlight.
Happening today, discussion. There's also a potential of a vote on flood protection for homeowners in Dewey Beach. According to the town, the Planning and Zoning Commission will hold a public hearing about an ordinance to allow homeowners to increase freeboard height by 1 additional foot for properties in flood zones. This comes after Town Council approved an ordinance in October that required the freeboards to be 2 feet tall. And again, a freeboard, that's a structure that goes underneath a home to lift it off the ground. The town says this additional foot of height would be voluntary measure for homeowners.
It is now 6:56, so we're going to take a quick look at your forecast before you head out the door.
Yeah, Bob, winter is about to announce its return with authority.
Yeah, it's that time of year we get a little taste of spring and then bang, old man winter with the left. Yeah, that's what we're looking at with the cold air building in as we go through the day. We're in the 50s now. We're pretty much staying there all day, mid-50s into the afternoon, but the wind's picking up out of the northwest, gusting up to about 30 miles per hour at times and getting cold tonight down to 29. Paul Davis 10-day forecast, cloudy on Wednesday, 38. I am worried about a wintry mix Wednesday evening. Could make for some slick roads, some sleet, freezing rain, and snow. Changing to a cold rain on Thursday. It dries out Friday. More unsettled weather for the weekend. Saturday could start as a wintry mix, changing to rain, 43. More showers Sunday, and maybe a more important system next week could be accumulating snow and rain, maybe more of a major system at that time, Tuesday and Wednesday, and cold, highs in the 30s and 40s.
Thank you, Bob, and thank you for joining us here for Coast TV News today.
And for more news and coverage you can count on, download our Coast TV News and weather apps. Today's show's coming up next at 7 a.m. And until then, have a great Tuesday morning, everybody.